Exercise 2, pages 36-38. Oksana Petrenko has recently spent a year studying in English school. Оксана Петренко нещодавно провела рік, навчаючись в англійській школі. Ось у завданні has spent, тому що тут є слово recently. Результат, вона це робила в минулому і зараз розповідає. On coming back, по поверненню, she wrote a big article to the newspaper English. Вона написала велику статтю у газету англійська мова, about her impressions of schooling in Britain, про її враження про навчання у Британії. Read the article and answer her questions. Прочитай статтю і відповідай на питання. Ви самостійно працюєте з текстом, читаєте за мною, виписуєте незнайомі слова, тренуєте ці слова на сайті, і на наступний день ми з вами зустрічаємося, і ви мені дуже гарне читання і переклад на уроці показуєте. Similar or different. It will be interesting for you to know that children in Britain do not have to go to school until they are 5. Those who are aged from 5 to 7 go to infant school, and those from 8 to 11 to junior school. So at the age of 11, their primary education is over and compulsory secondary education begins. I've learned that traditionally, secondary schools in Britain are divided into 5 years called forms. Unlike Ukrainian children, English pupils go to the first form only when they are 11 or 12 years old. It was odd to hear grown-ups saying they were second or the third formers, and it took me time to get used to it. My tutor, Miss Joy, told me that many years ago, all children in Britain had to take the exam called 11 plus. Those who got the best results in the exam were chosen to go to the best state school called grammar school. Most British towns used to have at least one grammar school at which more academic subjects were studied. It was prestigious to study at such schools because pupils got sufficient academic education that gave them an opportunity to go to university. Those who failed the 11 plus went to secondary modern schools, which gave secondary education only in name and didn't prepare children for universities, but for practical jobs. Many people thought that this system was unfair, and as a result, comprehensive schools were introduced. Miss Joy said that it was the right thing to do because nowadays pupils have the equal opportunities. I guess Miss Joy is right saying this, and as she has been working at school for more than 30 years. I was studying at a comprehensive school and could see everything with my own eyes from the inside. Pupils are offered a wide choice of subjects there, from art and craft to science and computers. Besides, pupils are often put into sets for such subjects as maths or languages. I was in the English language set with other pupils who were interested in this subject. Can you imagine that one pupil may be in the highest set for maths and the lowest set for English? It came as a surprise to me. At the end of the 5th form, at the age of 16, pupils take their first public exam for the General Certificate of Secondary Education, GCSE. It's time to decide to leave school and to get professional training at further education college, or to stay on into the 6th form for another 2 years and prepare for the A-level exams. Some of my friends study there as they want to get A-level results, at least in 2 or 3 subjects, to get a place at one of British universities. I approve of them and think it's good to have the 6th form for upgrading your knowledge and making a final decision. I told my host mom, Mrs. Collins, about it, and she said that not all schools in Britain are available to all children. Seeing my bewildered face, she explained that there are private or independent, so-called public schools, which are attended by no more than 10% of school children. These schools are costly, from £6,000 to £9,000 a year, and parents have to pay fees. Nevertheless, some parents choose them because they aim for high academic standards and provide pupils with the right social background for top jobs. Mrs. Collins added that public schools like Harrow, Winchester, and Eton are very ancient and have a high reputation for academic achievement. I asked myself, are pupils similar or different? Should they be given equal opportunities at the start? What do you think? And now, across cultures, Great Britain, tutor, a teacher who directs the students of a number of subjects and is responsible to give them advice on personal matters. Вчитель, який направляє учнів по ряду предметів і відповідає за те, щоб надавати їм пораду по особистим якимось справах. Хост-мам – це жінка, яка приймає дитину з-за кордону. A person who receives overseas students and provides food, drink and amusement for them. Домогосподиня така. Людина, яка приймає студента з-за моря, це мається на увазі з континенту, бо Британія, ви пам'ятаєте, на островах розташована. Overseas students – це мається на увазі з континенту прибувають студенти. І забезпечує їжею, напоями і розвагами тих дітей. A-level – an examination in a particular subject which students in England take at the age of 18. Це екзамен по певному предмету, який студенти здають в Англії у віці 18 років. Students usually need to pass at least 3 A-levels in order to go to university. Студенти зазвичай потребують здати принаймні 3 екзамена A-level для того, щоб піти до університету. Harrow, a well-known British public school for boys established in 1572. Harrow – це відома британська школа, це частна школа, хоча слово «паблік» тут частні школи, це йдуть платні школи для хлопчиків, яка була заснована в 1572 році. Eton, a public school for boys, started in 1440 by King Henry VI. Eton – це знов частна школа для хлопчиків, яка була заснована в 1440 році королем Генрі VI. And Winchester, the first public school established in 1382. Перша частна школа, яка була заснована в 1382 році. І беремо першу частинку, це Language Track, Phonetics in Context. Тренуємо. Point 1. In the text, у тексті, find at least 5 words, знайдіть принаймні 5 слів with the sound J. Reproduce them in context, зі звуком J і відтворіть їх у контексті, зачитати речення. Practice saying some of them in your own sentences. І попрактикуй промовляння цих слів у власних реченнях. Можна скласти речення. Приклад J. Age – вік. Aged – віком. Those children who are aged from 5 to 7 go to infant schools. Діти віком від 5 до 7 ходять у початкову школу.